Tap, tap. Is this on? Hi, I'm Scott, otherwise known as Dr. Scott. Here's my moon phase tie. I sometimes go by Mud Scott. I sometimes go by Uncle Doc. I've got many names, but I live in Southeastern Michigan. I live here in Farmington Hills, and I teach over here at Southfield on Lawrence Tech University. And I've got a problem I'm hoping you can help me solve. It seems my kidneys have failed, and they failed just before the pandemic started. A little rude timing, if you ask me, but those are kidneys for you. So I'm on peritoneal dialysis right now, which means I'm connecting to a machine at night, and that filters out the toxins. It's not a permanent solution, though. It's keeping me out of danger, but my health is compromised because I don't have a functioning kidney, or a pair of functioning kidneys. So I will need a transplant. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't do drugs, I don't still. I had bouts of high blood pressure that were managed with medicine, but it just seemed like my kidneys were destined to not be able to handle a little bit of high blood pressure, and they seemed destined to fail. So my siblings, my sister and brother, immediately stepped forward to get tested. I'm very grateful for that. They are fine, but they've got to keep both of their kidneys. They're not able to donate. I'm a type O, so a direct O donation would be the best for me. The plus or minus doesn't matter. Kidneys are weird sometimes. But a direct O donation would be best. I'm on a deceased donor kidney database, but that's a 4 to 5 year average wait time to wait for a kidney for my blood type. There's 100,000 people that are looking for kidneys in the database. So that's not an ideal solution. There's a paired donor situation, and the paired donor is not my blood type, but possibly you could pair up and they do sort of a crisscross. I've got something where I can explain that. So let me share. I've got this little explainer. So if we look at the pair donation, let's say we've got a type A donor. So we'll call her Luna. So she wants to donate to me. Let's call me, I'm type O. But she wants to donate to me. She can't, right? Type A to type O. It's not the right blood type for me. So, and then in a different part of the universe, a different cinematic universe, we've got another type O donor over there. He wants to donate to another type A recipient. Problem is he can't do that because type O to type A, that's not going to work. Now, if both sets of cinematic universes will join the paired donor database, this is a national database, then the team can put together the crisscross of the type O donor can donate to me, the type A donor can donate to the recipient A, and both of those donations are basically available because both donors said, I want to donate a kidney. If I can't donate directly to the person that I want to donate it to, if I can donate so that they can get a donated kidney, I want to be able to do that. So that's very selfless on their part, very generous on their part. And we, the recipients of kidney transplants, sometimes have to rely on the paired donor type program. So we're grateful to have it. So, oops, okay, shared window, yes, I knew that. Okay, so so that's, now I have a paired donor already in the system. I've got a friend that's a type A and blood type. And so if we can find a match, if we can find one of those crisscross matches, then that's a donation that can happen. But as you can see, there's more connection points there. So it's a little bit more rare to get a paired donor to work out. But maybe if we can find those connections, that would be a possibility. But there's type B donors and there's type AB donors. And so if you're interested in donating, if you're type O, a direct donation would help me the best. If you're type B or type AB, you could look into getting into the paired donor program. Now, donating is a serious thing. This is an operation on your part. All the expenses are covered by my insurance, but it's an operation. You're giving up a kidney. They do very careful testing. They make sure that you're healthy and you won't be able to donate unless you're not going to be affected. The kidney will ramp up, and those remaining kidney that you've got would ramp up and take care of the needs of both of the kidneys. But they're not going to, the testing people, the transplant team won't do anything if they're worried about your health. So that's a good thing. It's good for you. It's good for the donors. We couldn't survive, the kidney recipients couldn't survive without the donors. So they're very careful about screening people to make sure that it's healthy for you to do it. And you can turn down people. And unfortunately, my siblings got turned down. They're fine as long as they keep both their kidneys, but they're not able to give up one. Besides, they'd have like sibling cooties, I think. So I don't know about that. So, but A or B or A or AB, sorry. A, I've got, B is a possibility, AB is a possibility, and of course, typos direct. And plus minus doesn't matter, which is weird with kidneys. But I've got a link where you can get more information about being a donor, about the Beaumont Royal Oak, that's in Michigan here. That's the transplant team that I'm working with. And then I've got an email list that when I'm doing updates on here's how I'm going, here's what's happening now with my journey through the kidney universe here. If you want to join the update list, I can send you updates. So let me share that. And unfortunately, I just shut down that presentation. So I got to start it back up again. Very clever of me. Okay, there. So we've already done this. We've done this. We've done this. And here is the link. So maybe it's a little too cutesy, but I put the kidney4scott. I put a little tiny URL for that. There's a QR code depending on what crazy way you access your web devices. There's the link at the top, and that's the main link. That's got information about my story, my situation. It's got information about the transplant team that I'm working with. And then it's information about being a donor, questions about being a donor. There's some information links there. And then I've got my kidney update emails. So there's a repository so people that join later can sort of catch up on what's been going on with my kidney travels. Well, they're not traveling, but you know what I mean. So, and then you could join the email list if you want. So one thing is, if you may not be interested in donating, you may not be able to donate. And I keep doing that. I want to stop the share. Okay. You may not be able to donate. That's fine. If you could share this information so that I could get a broader reach, share it on your social media, send it out on emails, however you want to send it out, if you're willing to do that. If you're not willing to do that, that's fine. Thank you for listening up to this point. But any sharing that I could get from this, that's going to broaden the reach of who I may be able to contact and who might be able to possibly be a donor. And if you don't want to donate to me, still consider being a donor in the program. I wasn't aware of being a donor necessarily. I checked it on my driver's license, but I wasn't really thinking about it. Now, obviously, I'm in need, so I'm much more aware of being a donor. Now, I wish I could. Once, if I'm lucky enough to get a transplant, I'm not going to be able to be a donor after that. Well, not kidney, obviously, but any other donor. So, but we need people to donate. We need people to out of the generosity to be able to donate to help other people survive and thrive. So please, if you wouldn't mind sharing, I think I'm a good investment. I've got many years left with my family, with Lawrence Tech. I've got plenty of games that I want to still see. I've got student groups that I want to work with. Oh yeah, classes to teach. I want to teach more classes too. I've got a lot of astronomy events that I want to attend and help show students. And so I'm a good investment. I think I've got some good years left in me. I think I'm worthy investment. So if you wouldn't mind, please at least helping me share this information out there. So thank you very much. Tip your wait staff. Drive safely. Okay, whatever.